Data types in C. Basically, the data types are where we are entering the data in the C program by using the programming language. Okay, it comes under data types. Here, the four types of data types here. One is built-in data type, derived data type, user-defined data type, and byte data type. Under built-in data type, char, integer, float, double will be there. These are the basic built-in data types. Okay, then derived data type, which is the we have to given the array and structure. Okay, then union, pointer. User defined data type, type def, enum, void. The data type specify the how we are entering the data into the program. Okay, and what type of data we are entering. Okay, we just specify the data enter we are and which type of data we are going to entering in the C language. How we predefined set of data types to handle the various kinds of data that we use in our program, because we are when you're going using the program we have to entering some data, so we need the various kinds of the data. Okay, so these data types is different storage capacities. Where the different type of data types are there, they have the different storage capacity. In the programming, variables are memory location should be declared before it can be used. So when we are going to using the data types, okay, when you are going to using to enter the data, it must be declared in the first, because it is using the memory locations, okay, in the program, so that when we are to using the variables, okay, it should be declared first, so here C support two type of data types. One is primary data type, second one is derived data type. The primary data types, that fundamental data types, are namely as integer, float, char, and byte. These are comes under the primary data type. Integer data type, the integer where whole numbers can be have the both positive and negative. Okay, a value do not have a decimal value. Example, 0, -5, -10, or +5. Okay, +10, like this one. In C programming, the keywords will be used for the this integer data type. Int is used for the integer data type. Okay, however, id is for example, here I declare a int id. Here I given a int id. It means here, okay, here id is a variable type of integer. Id is a variable type of integer. We can declare the multiple variables in a C program by using the integer data by separating the comma operator. For example, int id comma age. Okay, next one, floating data type. Floating data type variable can be hold the real numbers or exponential numbers, we can call it as a, okay, they such as 2.30, 9.5, etc. You can declare a floating point data type with either a floating or a double keyword by using, for example, float account balances, okay, double book prices. Here the both account balances and book price are floating points here there. Okay, and the C floating values can be represented in the exponential format. Okay, for example, normalizing a factor of the 22.442 E2 is the exponential ruling part. So here there's some difference between the floating data type and double data type. The size of the floating data type, single precision floating data type, it means 4 bytes will be taken by the floating data type, and the size of double data type, precision will be data type 8 byte will be taken here. The floating data type, okay, the floating variable has a precision of 6 digits, whereas a double data type is having a 14 digits is there. So in broad, in the primitive primary data type is char. Under char we have a char, signed char, unsigned char, and integer. Under the signed integer, unsigned integer, okay, short integer, okay, then int, having a short int, long int also, okay, unsigned, signed, then float, double, long, double, wide data type here. The format specified in C means here what are the data type we are using when you are inputting the data. Okay, the user while to output the data somewhere, the console memory should be taken. Okay, the console memory you have to identifying that which type of data they are going to hear. So the specific data types here either input or output. Okay, that should be known by the compiler, so that compiler can compile your data. So we have to specify the format specifier. Every data type have the format specifier as a different format specifier. Okay, as with different format specifiers are there. Okay, different format specifiers are there. Specifier are there by using the symbol of percentage symbol. By using the symbol of percentage symbol, okay, we can use the percentage symbol for the format specifiers, followed by the character. Okay, in C language, the percentage symbol should be followed by their own character, which the data type is there. Okay, in C language they are using to, okay, with the scanf for input and printf for output here. The signed integer means here -1, -2, +1. They will use the percentile d or percentile I. Their percentile is a symbol, okay, and d is representing the integer data type, okay, and I is interpreted in the short side and sign like this one. Unsigned is integer, we can use the percentile u. Unsigned integer, we can use the percentile u. Whereas the floating data type, we can use the percentile f, okay, and string data type we can use in the percentile s. Character data type using the percentile c. Okay, to addressing the binary data type percentile f, it is used to only while printing the address of some of the variable or a pointer. Whenever a variable pointer address should be there, then you have to use the percentile p. Long integer, there you can use the percentile ld. So it's having the more than integer values here. And a long integer, especially used in the high bit computer like 16-digit computer bit we're using here. Okay, so long integer data type format specifier is a percentile I, percentage IL LLD, percentage LLD actually. Okay, percentage LLD, and integer value should be have the 64 bits. This is second 64. For double we can using the double we can use the percentile LF. Okay, it is a high precision data type. So here for a long integer we are using the percentile. So a long integer we are using percentile LD, and double data type we are using percentile LF.